I'm Troy Jenkins, agronomist with North Central Co-op. Today I'm in Fulton County in a field in Fulton County, Indiana, looking at what we suspect is a corn nematode problem. You know, nematodes are a microscopic worm. There are 20,000 species of this multicellular organism that exist in the soil. 50 species can be host on corn plants. The life cycle of the nematode basically is the juvenile basically emerges from the egg and then goes through a number of larval stages and becomes an adult. Their lifespan can be anywhere from 1 day up to 1 full year. Both the juveniles and the adults will feed on the root systems of a corn plant and pierce with a stylet stinger that they have, injecting their stylus into the root system and exuding the nutrients in the water out of the corn plant. Not only do these nematodes cause problems by depleting the corn plant of nutrients, but they also leave a vector for diseases to enter the plant. So a lot of growers will see areas in a field that might appear like this and think that the plants are basically suffering from drought conditions or maybe nutrient deficiencies, when the symptoms of the nematode on the root systems make the plant appear very much like what we've just discussed, nutrient deficiency or drought scenario. We have chlorosis, a yellowing of the plant. We have shortening, stunted plants with a very small, immature root system that shows thick and clubbing on the root systems where the nematodes have pierced in and depleted these roots and don't allow them to develop. The nematode basically, once it's done its damage like we see here in this field, these corn plants will never be able to recover completely and sustain the growth that the rest of the field will have. So, what causes nematode problems in fields like this is a continuous corn crop or a continuous grass rotation where growers are planting corn and then maybe following in with wheat or oats, rather than using legumes to help break up that rotation a little bit with alfalfa or soybeans. Another reason why we see an increase in this is that years back we used to use organophosphate insecticides to help control nematodes and other pests. And today, because of transgenic conditions that we have, we use a lot of Bt gene and pyrethroid insecticides that don't have activity on nematodes like we see here in this field. So one of the major problem nematodes that we see in Indiana and Michigan is the needle nematode. Similar to what we see here today, as you could tell, we have a lot of activity on the root systems, and these needle nematode can cause up to a 60% reduction in yield. We see a bottle brushing of the root systems and of course drought stress in which the plants don't recover. So some of the control methods that a grower can utilize to try to reduce the problems with needle nematode are rotation out of a grass crop into a soybean or an alfalfa situation. Also, some of the nematicides available, the biologicals like Votivo or Avicta, can provide partial control, but never will provide full control for pneumatic activity. And once again, organophosphate insecticides like Counter used to do a pretty good job, but none of these products will provide any more than about 70% control. So in summary, growers that think they might be experiencing nematode situations like we see here in this field, come out into the field and pull tests on these plants, take up the root systems, send them in on a sample into a university like Purdue or Michigan State to have them analyzed, and then use rotation to try to reduce these along with some of the biological insecticides that are available. If you suspect you've got a nematode problem, contact your North Central Co-op account relationship manager for more information.